Okay, so I'm going to do a trade review on the uh, first of first of June. So it was a Monday, and we have 10 a.m. news. Okay, then today Tuesday we have 10 a.m. news also. Okay, then we got CPI today. We got non-farm this week. Okay, so yeah, by Tuesday we shall see what's going to be delivered. But overall, currently I'm seeing the market is like very ugly. It has decoupling now. That's what I observe. Okay, so the first trade I didn't have recording. Okay, so overall, right, if we look at the daily chart, I just took this trade, just seeing this. Okay, you can see on the daily chart, this is the Monday candle, and you can see some executions. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. But so Monday, I was looking at this okay, this candle, this previous Friday, right? So right here we got previous Friday high. Let's make the line a bit more thicker. This can be deleted. This is this line. Okay, so we got a daily O high here. So yes, daily high was really. Okay, right here we got the daily O high. Okay, then I was seeing for price to move lower because like the previous Friday price is spiked up it, right? So we look at the 1 hour chart. This was reopening. You can see reopening we march up to rate the previous week high. Okay, so I was thinking price want to draw back into the new week opening gap. Okay, but I did not expect this kind of deep drawdown. Okay, so once look at ES. ES did almost the same thing. Went up, then we got the three drive pattern, then we sink lower. So this is Sunday price action. Constantly moving up, then consolidating here. So consolidated above this old previous week high. Okay, we consolidated right there. So you can see a form of retracement, retrace down. So right here was me trading it. Okay, because I was looking at 15. I was looking at 1 minute chart. Then I saw, we are pretty close to this opening range gap, new week opening gap. Sorry. So I'm thinking price can just gravitate to it, but it was supporting of this. Okay, you can see right here, this 15 minutes BC. Well, it's just me being wrong, so no big deal. It was supporting off it. It supported off it. It went up, reaches for this candle first, then it's continued sinking lower. Okay, so here we did have a immediate rebalance. So that will be a sign for price to really want to gravitate lower. Okay, but supported off here, and then it was rejecting off 15 minutes order block. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now we drop down to a 5 minute. You can see because I saw all this kind of movement, right? Then we left this CB empty. I want to see prices spike lower. Down to a 3 minute. Okay, right here you can see shutter right here. Okay, down to a 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute chart you can see right here, shutter right here. Okay, I did two shots. It's another one. So one at 3998 around here. So I was shorting based on this. Okay, then my stop loss was just right above here like that. Okay, so this was like there's a 14-point stop loss. Okay, then I was just aiming right here. New week opening gap. So I just put on like a position here. And then when I see price, you can see I just close my position before I get stop out. Basically because I put on this trade right here. I was expecting expansion lower past. I didn't see this 15 minute BC. I didn't see this 15 minute BC, but expecting expansion past it. Okay, and reach for here. I was looking at this. Okay, so this is these two fair value gaps. It should have used it and move lower. But when I opened back the price, I was seeing this kind of. I was seeing. I was looking at like it was doing this already. So I was thinking at this moment is now or never. But when this next candle pumps up like that, I'm done. Okay, because that literally cleared all the idea that we want to go lower. It already vanished. Okay, so it can very well go up to here, which it did so. So I saw this. I closed my position when it was here. I was like, okay. At the moment, it could like when it was here right here, it could it still can move lower. Okay, but when after this happened, no more, man. Okay, after this big candle, no more. When here I was hesitating whether I should close, but then I tell myself, is the body is still respecting, But at the same time, you can see it's not even respecting. It's like it wants to go. It's making what higher lows despite making higher highs. It means it's doing stop rate. After stop rate, it should at least rate this low. But after stop rate, like and it did this rate, it's not a market structure shift. It rated up here, well, reasonable, but it should have gone lower already at this point. It should have gone lower, but it did not. Then we much higher again, take out this high, okay, but it did not go lower again. Never once go lower. Then stop out. Okay, that was the first trade. I did not have this in my recording, but yeah, it did offer like 15 handles, but my target was here. It was like 31 points. So I used like $3 for this trade. So if this trade had painted out, it would have offered me $6. So yeah, $6 is really small. Okay, then it was rejected off this opening almost 50 minutes order block. Okay, we do have a BC right, a CB right here. Can see price went above it. After price went above it, balance, then move below because it was used before. This is an inversion fair gap. Close below, then you can see bodies stayed below it. Okay, it did not want to rip this high. It was supported off. It was rejecting off it. Okay, so right here at the top right here, 507, boom, with this candle touches it and sink lower. I wouldn't have catch this trade, but definitely this one would. This will be the information for this trade. Okay, so then you can just trade based like that, like put on a 12-point stop loss, expecting this to be an intermittent high, and then write it lower. but up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Okay, then basically you can see what ES was doing. ES also was very ugly. Okay, I did see here. Okay, now we pull this CB. You see this consolidation? I was seeing here, I saw this, I wanted to catch the trade and expect it to continue moving lower, like here all the way to here. I was expecting like that. But definitely it won't pan out. It will only pan out like here all the way here. So you can see what the body is doing here. Bum, 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 bum. Staircase movement, very ugly. That means what? At this point, you should take something off already. Then it should back up, but only being held by this CB again. So it has been being held by this CB multiple times. Okay, but when I see this. So I traded right here, 7:50 a.m. macro. Okay, so eh, I'll show you guys the recording. But right here, ES was looking much nicer. And you can see ES started moving first. So I shorted here. You can see right here this candle, ES already moved, but Nasdaq has not moved. Right here, that was one of my concern. So that just told me that ES is very weak. So trading with ES would be nice. Okay, I would traded ES if I saw this. This kind of signature means that ES is really weak. Right here, let's say I just put in two because it's like 3 points. If I put in two lots, right here to right here is also like $7. So it's okay. But you can see what ES did, but I still held the trade lah. Okay, ES was really big, showing like that, taking out this low, and I traded Nasdaq right here. Okay, so right here is just the recording. Here you can see ES made the higher high, right? At the same time, you can see right here, ES. So if I change to 15 minutes chart, okay, so what I was looking at this CB, I was thinking, okay, this CB was off this daily old high, right? Then I want to see it act as a breakaway. But at that time, I was thinking price can want to retrace up to it also. So there was a lot of factors. Okay, then I draw this. Why am I? It's probably changed already. And I just change it back. Okay, so right here. So you want to use this as an inversion fair gap and send price lower. We go down to 1 minute chart and have a look. So this is the upper portion. You can see price use this. Oh, now you can see this 15 minute this CB, right? It's actually right at that 1 hour BC. Okay, then we sink lower. So that was the information we want to drop lower. Okay, but yeah, that's why I traded This trade could have paid out, but it did not. Then it was held again. 1 hour BC was constantly holding price. Okay, so now if we bring in the higher time frame context, it's actually the 1 hour BC lower quadrant. Okay, so you can see breach up here, couldn't break this high. Very important. Could not break this high. We did a stop rate right here already. It could not break this high, was held by this 1 minute BC. And this BC, this CB is very influential because of the higher time frame context. Okay. Then boom, went lower. So I did not have all this on my charts. Okay. I was using my phone, so I had limited information. But I was looking at this. Initially, I was thinking I wanted a short here. So when it ran up here, have this CB, and it was because it's just a pre-market trade. Okay. Just 7 a.m. market be marching lower, marching lower, marching lower, right? Okay, then because I saw this during 7:30, it did big pump up. So generally this time it will offer a premium to the previous movement. So it offered here. When it go down like that, everyone that's being long here, I'm going to target them. Okay, and my draw and liquidity is lower here. So this I'll see it as a Judas swing to move lower, to continue the movement lower. And boom, we went lower. I did not join the AM session, okay, because I saw this, this is what I call staircase movement. Okay, this is the condition where I always will wreck myself if I try to trade. That's just it. So I decided to tell myself no, no trading. I did trade enough for today. Okay, and it's going to be really ugly. Look at that. You don't want to join that. Okay, I really don't want to join that. Okay, so I shorted right here. You can see right here. Then using the two fair value gap rule, I just traded one size only for myself. Yeah, though the position is small, it's like here is like 17 points. So I put in like 0.1 lot only. Okay, so 0.1 lot, 17 points, and 7:50 a.m. macro. That's it. Okay, then right here I traded just right here. Okay, and I TP it just right there. So here offered me 32.4 points. And that's it for the trade. Okay, so yeah, let's jump right into it now. So you can see what I drew up the previous day high. The standard deviations, just ignore it because it's just my fib. What I want to see is that 0.5 level. That's it. This 0.5 level, and it's supporting price. Yeah, at this point you see I outlined the 1 hour CV. Yeah, right there. Okay, so you can see this. I was looking at this 3 minutes BCB. Okay, and it formed a high there. Could not rate here. Remember what I was saying? Could not rate here. Could not rate here at all. Okay, because of 5 minute chart, you can see lower highs is being formed, right? But we had taken a lot. We taken buy side. We taken sell side here. Sell side here. It should have pumped up and reached all these highs, but it did not. And my draw is lower. Okay, right here. So right here, stop loss right there. I want to see expansion past this low. Okay, this BC. I don't want to see price support of it. You can see it's actually a 15 minute CB also, and we close it right at the CE of it. And I'm expecting, okay, now you can see I'll open up the, you can see ES March up did stop rates here, but Nasdaq not doing anything. Okay, so that just meant that it's just like decoupling. So because we are quite low already, so I'm expecting a continuation trade and 7:50 a.m. macro. So my only concern was this trade. As you can see just now to the left at 15 minutes BC. Okay, price has to use it to move lower. That means what? I'm expecting expansion. That's why you can see I'm not expecting these highs to be lower. I'm expecting these highs to be kept intact. The fact that we failed to reach up there, that to me signals weakness. And bodies tells me the story, so I'll just submitting to the price. And it's macro time. Because we have already batch up, rated buy side, so macro time I want to see price move lower. So it should be delivering during the macro time. Okay, you will see how ES started moving lower first. So at that point, I will expect Nasdaq to catch up to ES. Okay, you can see what ES did? Fixing lower, but Nasdaq has not started moving yet. Okay, so Nasdaq was actually lagging behind. At this point, it could be like ES just wants to move lower just to move higher, and Nasdaq is just consolidating because like it has moved lower enough. Okay, that point, that thing could have happened.
Okay, I'm seeing. Can I expand past below here?
So now it's just a commentary from me doing live.
ES did the initial rally lower. Does ES continue moving lower now? This is completely decoupling, okay. But I'm submitting to the higher time frame context.
You can see how ES already blew up, already reached for that low. That's why you can see now here's an intermittent high. I'm going to just put my stop loss right there. Okay, because price has to expand, continue expanding lower already. So taking away the concept of being wrong, just
Now I see
doing
price
price, because you can see what Nasdaq have this, ES have this CB. Nasdaq did not have.
continue
So
expanding
Nasdaq
lower
was the
already.
uglier.
ES have the CB but Nasdaq don't have it, so I want to see it. Nasdaq really shoot lower now. Okay, ES is moving lower but Nasdaq is not moving at all.
I'll just speed it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm running out of time.
Nasdaq is lagging behind.
You see how ES is just moving lower?
Okay,
Nasdaq have
750
not.
macro now. My stop loss already shifted.
Stop loss is at the right place. That's what matters. You cannot control the outcome of the trade. You can see ES already expanded this, but you can see Nasdaq holding past it. That's why I don't want to
Actual
see
win
any
complete
stop
win
loss.
after the move lower. But this expansion has to occur below. ES got below, but Nasdaq is still supporting off it. Nasdaq should be like spiking over, but it's not. That is bringing me some concerns. Okay, I want to see price start moving already, so now it's risk free. It has to keep shooting lower, just like what Nasdaq did. Okay, and I want to see price big displacement below this, and then
Sorry, just like what ES did, not Nasdaq. Okay, so it's like I'm expecting Nasdaq to follow ES.
I'll throw my stop loss.
ES is US 500, by the way.
So ES looks like it's reaching to here. I want to see big movement lower. So Nasdaq was constantly lagging behind. Okay, we have reached the CE.
So you can see price has already reached the C of this 5-minute BC. So I want to see price use it and move lower. So it should use the 5-minute BC levels to move lower.
5 minute BCCE here. It has to start expanding lower. My stop loss is already thrown to the perfect position. And yeah, this is really just high resistance.
Yeah, that was my break time clock is over. But you know what? I decided to just give it another 1-2 minutes and put it to
Risk free.
risk free, obviously, because it should start using 5 minutes. I was even allowing it to form this CB and maybe use it there also, but it's okay. I can see it's BC. Okay, this BC. So I was expecting that is already balanced. So I was giving you even more room.
Now price has to use
Okay.
this and continue moving lower to here. And eventually if it wants to reach for new week opening gap.
So at this point, 5 minutes BC low here should use it and can you spike lower? Okay, so this is me continuing to look at the trade. Okay, as you can see right here. So we did use that 5 minutes BC. You can see the bodies held inside here. Bodies held inside here, right? Okay, then we
Get the big
expanded
move, so
lower.
now it should pop lower.
So you can see trailing my stop loss. Okay, it should pop lower, like even form a CB and use it and move lower. That's why stop loss already shifted like that. So at this moment, it should pop lower already. Okay, but at this point, I'm seeing 5 minutes, right? You can see this is a 5 minute chart. I was looking at this. It's a immediate balance. Okay, it can be potentially a immediate
So
rebalance.
immediate rebalance.
That's why I was thinking that okay, price can get to the new week opening gap, can potentially do so. But my phone gave way, and the internet was a bit slow. Okay, so it just hit my take profit, and I did not manage to pull my TP even lower. But so be it.
I think we really can expand down here now. I wanted to hold you here. But it is what it is.
Yeah, but anything will happen. But it doesn't matter if it did not reach for my target. I'm just gonna get stopped out with profits. There's
So
no
I think
no
we
no
really can
issue
expand down
there.
here now.
Yeah, because you can see this CB right here. It move up. Use it. This is that daily BC CE plus VI level 2.5. So I want to see expansion lower. And well, in hindsight, did it move lower? So let's see. Okay, with hindsight, can see what price did. It did. It did reach back up to here. It's okay. I was looking at this. Okay, you can see the bodies, but we did some stop rate lah. Okay, ES was the one. The ES was the nice one. ES also went up. Then we continued sinking lower. But EM was already on its way to the new week opening gap. I think, or it was below already. Yes, new week opening at 7. Let's make it 7.5, 7.7. It's way above. It's way above. Oh, that makes sense why ES was in a rush to move lower rather than Nasdaq. It did not even reach for the new week opening gap on ES. Okay, so yeah, I was seeing what price move lower here. So I was thinking that would be my terminus, and that's it. Okay, so here will be extra another 25 points. So here is like make it 60 points lah. Okay, so I want to hold till here. Let's do some of the reviews like 5 minute chart. Okay, so 5 minute chart. Now if you bring in this BC, it should have just spiked lower. So 5 minute chart, I was looking at this immediate rebalance right here. Then at this point, I was thinking price will be the immediate rebalance right here, but it did. It just peels up a bit, but then we continue sinking lower, hits right here. Because for me, it's like price has been attempting to move lower. Okay, it was staying in the range here, and I am seeing for lower price. That was my bias. That's why 750, and we did offered a nice run. Okay, so yeah, I'll say it's a good trade. So this was that 5 minutes BC I was seeing. Okay, you can see price use it. Body state below it, touch it, use it. Here failed to reach for it and sinks lower. So right here, that was actually another signature that is weak. Price even failed to reach this, sank below. My stop loss was already choked here, so it will have offered me, if I'm stop out, I'm going to get stop out this amount. So yeah, it's a good trade. Okay, then we just take a look at what AM session did. Staircase movement, blah 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 blah. Very ugly, very ugly. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it for this trade review. See you guys in the next one.